guys, tonight we are eating at Luce. This is a place that I have literally been dreaming about since we ate here last time, which was last July. And you can go check that video out, which was comped to us by Hilton, Bonnet, Orlando, and Luce. Tonight we are paying for our food, so this is a full dining review. The menu has really not changed at all. The food is fantastic here. I don't even know what else to say, other than I'm super excited for it. If anybody out there doesn't know, Luce is an Italian restaurant. It is one of the best. It's located here at Hilton Bonnet Creek, Orlando, which is off of Disney property, but actually is considered part of the Disney Gateway Hotel. So if you stay here, you get many of the benefits that you would get if you're staying on property. So something to keep in mind. I am so excited to get started.
So since this is for our third wedding anniversary dinner, we decided to celebrate with some cocktails to start. I have got these strawberry fields. This is a strawberry infused prairie vodka, Fernet Branca, house-made sour, and vanilla. And then it's topped with some fresh strawberries. Oh my, that is delicious. It tastes like a fresh strawberry. Ah. It's really nice with the actual fresh strawberries in there because it gives you this like extra nice scent coming off of them. This is fantastic. Super fresh. Very refreshing. I'm going to milk it though because you can see it's a small glass, so that means there's probably a lot of alcohol in there.
There's a lot of things that I do for these videos, and tonight is one of them. I'm trying something way out of my comfort zone. You might have thought I was going to get a mojito. You'd be wrong. I've gone with the spiced cherry bolo. Comes with basil Hayden dark rye, Luxardo liqueur, Disaronno amaretto, spiced cherry bitters, and night swim porter. If you also know me, I don't like beer, but I figured, hey, when in Rome or an Italian restaurant for your anniversary, go out on a limb and try something. It's actually not bad. I actually think I might really kind of like it. The cherry bitters in there is extremely subtle, but adds this nice little bit of sweetness to the overall drink. There's no overpowering alcohol taste in there really. I do get a little taste of what is probably the porter, but it's not something that's so overwhelming that I can't drink it. It's actually very smooth and very good. I really like it. I made an excellent choice. So here at Luce, they have a bread service. It comes with a focaccia, an olive, and a ciabatta bread. And it is also served with an olive oil. I don't think that they technically serve butter, however. They did bring me out some butter that would appear to be quite spreadable. Our first choice is the olive bread. It has a nice, like, sweet aroma almost to it. It's probably from the black olives. Mixing it in with the olive oil is quite good, actually. The olive oil kind of tastes like it might be an extra virgin. It's good. It's a good pairing with the bread, I think, in my opinion. This is a place that you really don't need any butter for. You know, if olive oil is not your thing, you can always ask for butter and they'll bring it for you.
I'm going to try the focaccia bread. This is one of my favorite breads whenever we go out to eat. You honestly don't even need the olive oil, but it does add a nice little extra layer of flavor in there. But this bread is so soft. I love it. So we are starting off with 2 appetizers tonight. We thought we were going to get something different than the last time we were here, but that is wrong because we loved everything so much last time we were here, and basically just wanted to show you guys that the food they provided for us last time is just as good whenever you order it regularly because this all smells fantastic. But anyway, we got the hot Italian pizza. It has spicy sausage, tomatoes, peppers, scallions, and oregano. Oh my gosh, does it smell amazing. This is heaven. I'm gonna wrap up a couple of these to go because this is fantastic. It is a little bit spicy because of that spicy sausage, but if you can deal with a little bit of heat, this is definitely the pizza to get. There is so much flavor packed onto this pizza with the scallions, the tomato, the pepper, the oregano, and then there's just so much flavor in that sausage. Oh my gosh. And all the flour for the pizza dough is actually from Naples. So this is like nice pizza dough.
So one thing that I really love about any appetizer is a fried calamari. Here they have a frito misto, which includes calamari, rock shrimp, fennel, onions, green beans, and a spicy aioli that's just served on the side. I think that's really important because, you know, sometimes people might not like that. So It's there for your dipping pleasure. And I'm sure that if you happen to run out, which you might because it's amazing, they'll give you more spicy aioli. Batter is seasoned perfectly. It's not bland or anything like that. It has just a nice crisp crunch to it. And then spicy aioli just adds another level of flavor in there. It's great. There's so many different things to choose from on this Frito miso. A little bit of something for everybody, I think, to love, like the fried green beans. How many places really serve fried green beans? I love it. It's probably one of my favorite appetizers anywhere. So I'm gonna steal a line from Taylor, which is that she said that this is her favorite pizza anywhere, is here at Luce. And that pizza is absolutely amazing. I will say, just like Taylor said, it is a little bit spicy, so if spicy is not something you're really into, might want to avoid it, but it's fantastic. So we've got a lot of food coming. We're gonna box the rest of it and take it home.
So in addition to their regular menu that Josh said has not really changed since the last time we've been here, they actually have a daily selection of appetizers and entrees that changes every single day. Last time we were here, we had the risotto, so we figured tonight we would have the risotto as well because it's completely different from what we had last time. Tonight we have the risotto with pan-seared scallops, grilled corn, melted leeks, spinach, and truffle pecorino cheese. We got a little bit of Parmesan grated on top, and it just smells fantastic. As soon as he brought it out to the table, you could already smell it, and I said to Josh, you know your food is good when you can smell it without really even having to sniff it. Like, you can just smell it on the table. I'm really excited to try this. You can really taste the truffle in there, but it is not overpowering. Truffle is like a mushroom. Oh, it is so creamy. The spinach in there adds a nice little bit of texture, and the corn. This is fantastic. Completely different from what we tried last time, but still so good. And now I'm ready to try this scallop. It looks like it's seared to perfection. It is glistening on the inside. The knife cut right through it so easily, as it should, and it almost melts in your mouth. It's just so delicate. And the sear on the outside gives it this wonderful flavor.
I'm not a huge fan of scallops by any means, but this is cooked so well. There's an amazingly perfect sear on either side of the scallops, and then the knife goes through it like it's butter. I mean, it's crazy. It's so good. Risotto, cooked so well. There's a nice combination of like textures in there with the corn, the risotto, and then a good balance of flavors between the leeks. There's a little bit of Parmesan in there, a little bit of garlic, and then the truffle just is not in any way overwhelming. It's really easy to overwhelm a dish with truffle, and this is done so well. Again, I don't know what to say. This place doesn't disappoint. This is the moment of truth. This is the moment I've been waiting for a long time. Cue the music. How do they do that? It is still juicy in the center. No dryness. It is juicy. I don't care what anybody says. This is the best pork chop ever. So for my entree tonight, I got the grilled Berkshire pork chop, which is brined for 3 days. And then they put it on the grill. It's usually served at medium, and the best part about this is that there is not a single piece of this pork chop that is dry. It is nice and juicy the whole way through. My first thing was just cutting through that middle. I mean, it was exactly what I remember. It was perfect. It's served with a seasonal vegetable. Tonight it happened to be broccolini and then potatoes. The pork chop was just, I mean, it's seasoned so well. It's not too salty. I think a lot of pork products can sometimes be very salty, but this really wasn't. They do add a little bit of cracked pepper on top after they serve it. They lay it down on the table. Juicy. Fat was rendered perfectly around the edges. It was just, it's overall is an amazing dish, and it is something that I would easily come back and eat time and time again. no matter what. I'm going in to get every last bite. This might be turning into Game of Thrones style here real quick.
Yeah. In my hand.
I know that we haven't had many negative or any negative things to say at all, but that's because this is honestly one of the best restaurants that you could possibly dine at. And it's actually rated number 2 on TripAdvisor in Orlando, in case you didn't know.
For my entree, I got the grilled ribeye steak. It came with seasonal roasted vegetables, and on this side it had a brandy and green peppercorn sauce. This steak was cooked a perfect medium rare the whole way throughout. I haven't had a ribeye steak in quite some time, and it was delicious. I actually prefer when I go to an Italian restaurant to have a ribeye steak. I don't know if it's just the way they prepare it, but it was really good. It was seasoned nicely on the outside, and then that sauce was actually really nice with the steak. I was actually a little skeptical about the sauce at first, only because it was almost like creamy looking, but once I tried it with the steak, it was delicious. I love like wine sauces. This was a brandy, so it was a little bit different, but it was really good. And I actually really didn't eat any of my vegetables, even though they looked really good, because I'm taking half of my steak home and the vegetables, just because we've ordered so much food here tonight, and I still want dessert. So we were planning on ordering some dessert. However, our server surprised us and brought out a nice spread of desserts for us to try a couple things. So for our anniversary dessert here, we have their house-made tiramisu. We also have their lemon cream cake. And then right in the center, we have the butterscotch pudding, and it comes with some toffee for dipping. I don't know what I want to try first because it all just looks delicious. So I think I'm going to try the tiramisu first. I can smell the espresso in there. Oh, so good. The lady fingers are really soaked in there, and the cream layer with the espresso, and then there's some sauce on there. That is good. And it's like a huge portion too, so if you like tiramisu, you definitely need to try this because it is amazing. I know I've said this before, but I love lemon dessert, so I'm really excited to try this lemon cream cake. That's like, besides tiramisu, when I think of an Italian dessert, I always think of a lemon cream cake. That lemon cream cake is so good. You get that nice like sour flavor from the lemon, but then with the cake layers and the cream layers, you get that nice sweetness. So it's a real good balance of flavors in there. Oh my. It's fantastic. I love this. Last thing to try here is the butterscotch pudding on the toffee bark here. That is really good. The bark actually has like some chocolate and caramel and some salt in it. So it actually gives a really nice flavor in contrast to the butterscotch pudding. That is very good. I really like that. But I think out of the 3 desserts, my favorite is probably the lemon cream cake. It's really good.
Lemon cream cake is actually really good. If you don't know, it has about 4 layers. It is almost like a whipped cream top. Then we have a lemon cream layer, and then you actually have like a lemon curd or custard, and then you have the cake layer on the bottom. And it's a really like good blend of flavors basically. Texture wise, it's very soft. It's good. I like it. I don't like tiramisu, so I'm gonna skip that one and go right for the butterscotch. Taylor's right, the butterscotch is balanced out really well with the chocolate bark, and the bark is actually more, it almost just like melts in your mouth, which is really nice. I like that. Like that texture, like the flavor. It's very good. They have excellent desserts here. Thank you to Luce and the amazing staff team here for giving us a dessert to celebrate our anniversary. It was very good. So we just finished eating at Luce here at Hilton Bonnet Creek, Orlando, and this is a fantastic restaurant.
It is.
It's the food is amazing, the service is impeccable, and overall the atmosphere in here is just great. This is more of a signature restaurant.
Oh yes.
So expect to pay a little bit more in total for us. So we got 2 appetizers. We had
a pasta dish
and basically 3 entrees. In total was about $206. That's before the tip. And I mean, we could probably gotten away with just eating 1 appetizer, each having 1 entree, but there's a lot of really good food here. We wanted to give you guys some variety to try.
We just could not decide. So we just got all the things that we thought we wanted tonight. Which
and we're taking a lot of it home.
a lot.
So I will say it's nice walking out of here not with a full stomach.
Yes, I'm glad that we each had just like one slice of pizza. We did eat all the risotto though.
We did.
But it was nice and light compared to the rest of the food we got. Everything else was like a little heavier, so we're taking most of that stuff home. We'll definitely eat it all later.
This is an excellent restaurant if you have some type of special thing going on, birthday, anniversary, just celebrating. This is a great place to come to. It's a hidden gem.
It is.
I mean, there were not a lot of tables that were full in there, and that's not because it's a bad restaurant. Yeah, I think it's because a lot of people don't know that it's over here.
Yeah, because it's technically like within Disney's gates, but it's just not at a resort you would regularly come visit.
Right. And it would be, I would assume, probably a pretty cheap, like Uber or Lyft or cab ride over to here.
Yeah.
Especially there's a lot of people who usually stay over at Disney Springs. This is right by Disney Springs. This is right by Port Orleans.
Yeah,
and Saratoga.
it's really close.
I mean, it's close to pretty much everything. So if you're wondering how to do that, you can do all the bookings on Open Table. And on there, they'll allow you to like select if you're celebrating something and then any special requests. So,
and if you have a really big party, they do actually have some back rooms, but you do have to call to reserve one of those.
I don't really know what else to say. The food is absolutely amazing. This is a place I would literally be comfortable with coming back to like every year for our anniversary. It's just so good.
It is really good. So let us know, have you ever dined here at Luce?